It's open. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good day, Tigers. I'm your host, Riley O'Donnell.
And I'm Damon Plotner.
And you're watching Tiger TV. Damon, have you ever given serious thought to being an astronaut?
Occasionally. Why?
Well, this could be your chance. NASA is accepting applications for astronauts. However, there's a long list of requirements. Among them, you must have a master's degree in a STEM field, which is science. In addition, applicants must have a minimum of 3 years of related professional experience and the ability to successfully complete NASA's long-duration flight physical. Selected astronauts will join NASA's Artemis program, which is preparing to land the first woman and the next man on the moon. They will explore and conduct experiments at the lunar South Pole, where humans have never been. There are also future plans to travel to Mars.
Now that you know what NASA is looking for in an astronaut, perhaps your next step is taking a STEM class. Fortunately, Waynesville High School has you covered. Tiger TV's Dom Leone recently visited the Aerospace engineering class to show you what it's all about.
Engineering is one of the highest paid fields in the nation, with aerospace engineering ranking near the very top. Aerospace engineering has a starting pay of over $70,000 and then a pay of over $100,000 with experience. Aerospace engineering and aeronautical engineering both rank at the very top of their respective career paths. If that sounds like a good deal to you, then why not try the Waynesville High School's very own aerospace engineering class.
Aerospace is a hands-on class, allowing students to put everything they've learned in high school into practice, allowing students to see how it all works through experimentation.
The thing I like most about aerospace is just being able to take all the different math and physics and other sciences that students have used throughout their high school career and actually applying it to in ways that they might not have seen before. So like getting gliders to fly or getting rockets up in the air, or even just looking at satellites and how they map the surface of the earth and things. Just being able to take these concepts and put them in an applied setting and just letting students go crazy with the computer simulations and then actually seeing it in practice.
In aerospace, students get to take the information they know in theory and put it to the test, and then get to figure out what went right or wrong. Failure isn't something that students are afraid of. They're taught to embrace and learn from failure.
Well, specifically for this, what not to do in the future, especially when we're building things that are meant to fill a task, like in engineering, when you're trying to build a bridge, like I did in POE last year, building bridges, like if something's not gonna work, don't do it in the future, but also we can learn more about like ourselves and how we deal with things.
I think that what I was most excited about was just trying something a little different, because I feel like with the past engineering programs, like with civil engineering, it was just a lot of everything was on the computer, lots of going on the Revit program and just designing stuff. So I was looking for it, I guess, a little more hands-on, and actually maybe rockets, because the name's Aerospace, so.
If you want to use your education to make something physical, or if you want to be challenged in a fun and exciting way, consider adding aerospace engineering to your schedule.
The U.S. Justice Department in more than a dozen states filed a blockbuster antitrust lawsuit against Apple on Thursday. The DOJ claiming Apple uses anti-competitive tactics like blocking new apps and degrading how Android messages appear on iPhones to maintain a monopoly on the smartphone market. Apple says the lawsuit would set a, quote, dangerous precedent, and said the legal action could threaten the tech giant's ability to create cutting-edge products worldwide. Mike Valerio explains what's at the very core of the historic suit.
It's a sweeping U.S. antitrust lawsuit against Apple, which the Department of Justice compares to its historic case against Microsoft in the 90s and the breakup of the monopoly of Standard Oil back in 1911. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland said Thursday the heart of this blockbuster case is simple.
We allege that Apple has consolidated its monopoly power, not by making its own products better, but by making other products worse.
Making other products worse, the DOJ alleges, to disincentivize consumers from using products that are not made by Apple.
We bring this case to make sure that Apple competes by innovating rather than imposing rules and fees that prevent others from innovating and competing too.
The DOJ described how Apple, it says, degrades how Android messages appear on iPhones, blocks new apps on the iPhone operating system, and restricts competing smartwatches from working with iPhones. All the DOJ says making consumers to buy from Apple.
As any iPhone user who has ever seen a green text message or received a tiny, grainy video can attest, Apple's anti-competitive conduct also includes making it more difficult for iPhone users to message with users of non-Apple products.
Apple denied the lawsuit's allegations and in a statement said the lawsuit could set a, quote, dangerous precedent and hinder its ability to make compelling and consumer-friendly technology. The company writing, quote, "This lawsuit threatens who we are and the principles that set Apple products apart in fiercely competitive markets." I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Spring has officially arrived, and you may be like many other people who want to plant beautiful spring flowers. But if you're like me and you have no idea how to do this, Tiger TV's Ava Fagan recently visited the WCC Ag program to learn how.
We're here with Jaden Clare, TA of Agriculture and Vice President of Waynesville FFA. She's going to give us a quick how-to on planting flowers.
Okay, so we're going to start with, once we fill our pot with the soil, you're going to then grab your seeds of choice, which I'll be doing a flower. Then you're going to use your finger, just put a little hole in the center of the pot. You're going to grab a few seeds, put them in the center, and then cover them back up. After you do that, then you're going to water it, and just wait till the water drenched, which it is, and so you're good to go.
Thank you so much. Easy as that, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
And now it's time for Ask Tiger TV. This is a segment where we want to hear from you, our viewers. You ask us a question and we find you an answer. Since this is the first installment of this segment and you didn't have a chance to ask us a question, we decided to ask you instead. Here's Callie Meir with Ask Tiger TV.
Hey guys, it's Callie from Tiger TV. You guys asked what the biggest red flag is. Let's see what our students answered. What is the biggest red flag?
I think people that talk bad about other people. That's definitely the biggest one. I'd say being short. You just can't trust short people.
Guys who wear Nike Techs. Guys who throw up fours in every picture.
I would say probably getting a little bit too aggressive with like friends and video games.
When they do AP Physics, when they do swim, when they're short, when they have glasses, when they have braces, when they have like a green sweater, khakis, Converse combo. When their name's Callie.
Yay! Those are the questions from this week's Tiger TV. I'm never doing that again.
Spring sports have officially begun. Let's take a look at what our track athletes have been up to preparing for this season.
My name is Alexia, and my event that I do is the 200 meter. I do the 4x1 and 4x2. My favorite thing about track is being able to run with my friends and whatever, and being able to reach goals and consistently working towards them. My goal for the season is to run a good time, like a 26 in the 200.
My name is Santi Keys, and I run the 100 meter hurdles, the 300 meter hurdles, and sometimes I'm a sub for the 4x4 and the 4x2. What I'm looking forward most to this season is aiming for that school record. I gotta make an imprint somewhere. My coach is Coach Ray. And my favorite thing about her is that she's very honest. She won't hurt your feelings, but she is very kind. My advice for underclassmen or other track people, be confident in yourself. Don't take anything too personal. Leave it all on the field and at that finish line. You always have another season.
Before we go, it takes a lot of work and a little bit of fun to produce an episode of Tiger TV News. So here's a behind-the-scenes look at our cast and crew hard at work.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ready?
That's all we have time for on today's episode of Tiger TV. Make sure to tune in next time.
And if you haven't done so already, make sure to follow us on all our social media accounts to keep up with our latest updates.
Once again, for the whole cast and crew, I'm Riley O'Donnell.
And I'm Damon Plotner. Thank you for watching.